Hello and welcome to TelecomTV. My name is Martin Warwick and we're here in the United States in Phoenix in Arizona where we're attending the ETSI NFV meeting number 8. And I'm talking with Mehmet Ersü from Nokia Networks. He's software and internet standards man, T&I industry environment at Nokia Networks. Mehmet, thanks for talking to us and welcome.
Thank you for inviting.
Now, this is yesterday, day before, officially the end of phase 1 of NFV. Phase 1 is complete. NFV came from nowhere to being very important in a very short time. And phase 1 encompassed a lot of work. What do you think now that phase 1 is ended? Are you happy with everything that was done? Did the work that was done meet your expectations or did it exceed them?
In phase 1, the biggest achievements we had already in the first months. With the white paper we published, the topic area became known to the industry and the whole industry began discussing on this topic area. Network function virtualization became in a few months already a really important topic in the industry. During phase 1, we for sure had other achievements like working on different documents which are already substantial specifications for the industry. We finalized the working group GS documents which are now available in their draft version. Final versions will be published in end of January. This was indeed a lot of work for the working groups where I was involved as a co-chair of the management orchestration working group. We had to discuss with different companies and try to achieve the situation that the document is finalized. So this was the second big achievement. Now the final draft versions have been given to the ETSI support and they are available next week to the outside world in this status.
So phase 1 overall you're very pleased with, it meets your expectations. Do you think there were any disappointments or intractable, difficult problems that were not resolved within phase 1?
Were not resolved, I wouldn't say. It is also not a real disappointment, but we had the difficult situation to handle the many different companies coming from different industry parts. So this is unusual. Usually in an organization like TGPP, you have a focused or homogeneous type of companies focusing on mobile networks. We had here a lot of different companies which had different background, bringing in different requirements. So it was sometimes not easy to achieve an agreement. So the special job of the work group coaches was to get people together, motivate them to agree. So at the end we achieved the situation that the current Mono.js document is an agreed version. So this will be a wonderful document to provide to the industry. It's becoming indeed a substantial work which will be read soon in the industry.
Thank you. Now let's look forward to phase 2. Phase 2 started officially yesterday and it's going to be finalized, it's going to be ratified here at ETSI NFV meeting 8. What are your hopes and expectations for that next phase?
My expectations are high. It is indeed a lot of work to do based on our current plan. We are starting now the specification of normative documents. It's another type of discussion. It will be indeed even more tough compared to phase 1. The formulation in a normative document will be discussed several times. We might need to reduce the amount of content to be able to agree. So this will be a challenge to go through the process and the phases we have planned. But as far as I know, a lot of companies are coming into NFV and they all are enthusiastic, and I assume a lot of experts will provide their time and efforts to achieve the goal we are planning to achieve. But the high-level goal we defined is the interoperability in such an environment. So this will be a minimum goal to achieve. But how to come there, we will see. It is indeed a serious project management necessary to be able to keep or meet the deadlines we now announce also in outside world. So the industry will be looking at us, and we have to deliver what we promise.
There is work and movement towards interoperability and open standards. Openness. What about standards and the different standards groups that are there? Are they all working towards the same positive end?
I assume you mean the standardization in ETSI NFV
I do.
As a whole. Yeah, I mean, TSC is in general in charge of coordination between working groups on a high level. So we are having also during this meeting every morning at 8 and every evening at 5 or 6 a TSC briefing session. So the coordination is done in this group. So there will be coordination necessary also during the coming months. We will do such discussions in TSC meetings and achieve alignment between working groups into the same direction and to achieve the same goal.
Thank you. I'd like to move on now to talk about proofs of concept and field trials. We have seen over the latter part of phase 1 a lot of proofs of concept taking place, NFV proofs of concept, but mainly in laboratory or under special conditions. Sure, there are some limited commercial deployments out there now, but they're small and unusual and widely dispersed. Is it time now, and is NFV sufficiently prepared to move from proof of concept stage into proper field trials, which will be necessary before the widespread deployment of commercial NFV services?
Yes, I think so. POCs are already running. There are a few or a lot of POCs running right now, and Nokia Networks is involved in some of them. POCs are very important to demonstrate that the technology is something real, to show the operators that the involved vendors are able to deliver it. And it's a demonstration at the end that the integration of different technologies, different implementations from companies providing is working together. And at the end, POCs will be continued also during phase 2. Whenever interface specification is near to finalization, some POCs will be built or established to show the next steps. But at the end, Open NFV is also involved in the whole discussion, and their implementation will cause other POCs, and the industry will see that these things are working together and it is doable, and by us are promise that it's something useful.
Okay, one last question to you, if I might. In your opinion, what do you think will be the key services and applications that NFV, and don't let's forget SDN, that NFV will allow telcos to launch?
I think SDN and NFV being networking technologies don't contribute directly to applications. But SDN and NFV enable the operator to deploy or utilize services much more faster than before. With this, the operator will be enabled to introduce services in a fast manner. So this is an advantage for the operator business. However, NFV will for sure enable NFV infrastructure as a service or NFV platform as a service. These are all contributions to new business models probably, But at the end, the far goal is, for sure, as you said, to enable services with fast deployment. So this is the benefit of the operator. For sure, it is not on the level of applications, but it is faster enabling of deployments and utilization. So this will be the real benefit of the operator, I think. Yes.
Okay, Mehmet Ersü, thank you very much indeed.
Okay, thanks.